Hi, good morning everyone. As you can see, I'm like totally bundled up. Woke up this morning without no heat in my apartment at all. And I know that's the landlord trying to get me out faster because he doesn't want me here. You know, when I moved into this apartment, I thought I was like lucky, because it's a beautiful apartment. I didn't really pay attention to the neighbors, or I didn't meet the super at the time, so I usually always stay to myself anyway wherever I move to. So I'm in my apartment, to out my apartment to my car, from my car to my apartment. I don't fraternize or nothing with nobody, so I didn't think that the neighborhood that I live in would be a big deal till I met the super. See, now the super, he's married, and his wife and him live across the street, and he has a girlfriend, and she lives downstairs underneath me. Yeah, he's married and lives across the street, and his girlfriend lives downstairs underneath me. He has a wife and a girlfriend. And I guess when he met me, maybe he thought that I would be girlfriend or mistress number 2, 3, I don't know. But I shut that down quickly. I ain't playing those games. And from then on, I've been having problems with him. He curses, and I tell him, like, listen, my kids are around here. When you come into this house, cursing is not going to be acceptable. One day he came up here with the exterminator, right? And he came up here walking around with a big steak knife. I said, is that a knife, Gary? He says, oh, don't worry, it's not for you. That's like my fake Jamaican accent, because he's Jamaican. But when he said, don't worry, it's not for you, well, who is it for? You in a house with a mother and 2 kids, 2 small kids, and you walking around with a knife. My dog was upstairs in my room. So why are you walking around in my house with a knife? See, these are the things that I'm battling. And so anyway, the other day, my car almost got stolen off of the property in broad daylight. And so at first I didn't think nothing of it. I just decided to park my car in a way where it's kind of difficult for a thief to take it quickly. The super had a big problem with that. He did not want me to park that way. I said, listen, nobody else is occupying this space. You guys are not, it's not in nobody's way, and he made a big deal about it. This man made a big deal about it. He started to curse me out and everything. And that made me suspicious. Like, he tried to get me set up for my car. So when I brought that to his attention, he was like, they're going to steal your car anyway. So I called the cops, because the next day we got into a really big incident. And I called the cops, and well, the next day the incident got big because he started to curse me out. He started to curse me out.
Mommy, sorry, Mason bite me.
Mason did not bite you.
Yeah, he did already.
What you did to him?
I punched him right.
Why you punch him? Did you doodle?
No. He bite me right here by my feet.
By your feet?
Yeah. That's hard.
The boys, all 3 of them, is just like running around crazy this morning. Anyway, so
Ow.
So anyway, the next day I had parked my car the same way I parked, and he got really belligerent. He started to curse me out now, all kind of curses in his native tongue. And when I told him, like, you're not gonna address me like that, this man balled up his fist like he was about to knock me out. Literally, like he was about to knock me out. And I called the cops. And here's the shocker. the cops, when they came, well, one of the cops, he was just not, he was quiet. He didn't, didn't really say much. But this other cop came over here, and they were buddies. So the other cop and the super were buddies. So that made it so hard for me. I told the cop what was going on. The cop told me to shut up. Then the super wife came over, and she's yelling at me, and the cop is not saying anything. And then the cop told me, since the super doesn't want me to park a certain way, he's about to give me a ticket and let the super tow my car off to wherever he wants to tow it to. I said, officer, come on now, officer. You can't be like that. This man threatening me. And I said, officer, I want to take a report. He's like, I ain't taking no report. And him and the super was laughing. And as a mom who tells her kids, I don't care what anybody goes through with the law, I feel that you should respect the authority. There's a bunch of good cops out here, so I teach my kids to respect the authority regardless. So when this cop was like belittling me for no reason, that kind of hurt me, really. And I told the cop, I said, officer, this man threatened me like he was going to punch me in my face. And the officer laughed. I said, officer, I want to make a report. He's like, I'm not taking no report. Now move your car, or I'm going to have him tow it off. And I said, well, look, let me go upstairs and get my keys. He was like, you better hurry up, or I'm going to tow it. And I'm sitting there panicked because I wasn't thinking straight. I don't even know where I put my keys at. I'm rushing back and forth, and I just wanted to cry because I told the officer, I said, you know what, officer, I teach my two boys that they are to look up to you guys, and my kid is looking out the window, and this is not good. I teach my kids to look up to you guys, and you belittle me and let the super was calling me all kinds of names in front of the officer, and the officer was like laughing about it. He was just like, that's what we do. And so I went down to the precinct and made a report about the officer, but I didn't follow through with the report. I don't know why. I just didn't, because I don't want to put his job at jeopardy. Maybe he was having a bad day. I don't know. But now this same officer is in front of my window every day that he works, and that's really spooky to me. It's like he's out there, he's never been there before. Now he like literally sits out in front of my window, and I guess I don't even know what to say. So this morning I woke up and there's no heat in my apartment, and I told the landlord, listen, I just brought my asthmatic toddler from the hospital. I'm not feeling good. This is harassment, and that's how I woke up this morning. I woke up cold. My kids are like in 3 layers of clothing right now, and what do you do when all you do is handle yourself with respect? And because of a super and his fleshly desires, because he wants to step out of his marriage and his advances get rejected, I have been mistreated. And you go to the landlord, and since the landlord and him is cousins, then you call the cops. And this is a lesson that I'm learning, that the battle is not against flesh. It's about the principalities of darkness. It's about the sin within people. And I'm learning how to remove the person himself and look at him as a spirit, like being controlled by the devil. That's the only way I can look at it to keep, from going crazy, because this is frustrating, and now I guess he thinks that when he keeps the heat off that I will move out faster, but I mean, I do. It's working because I do want to move fast. I just don't have it to move yet, you know. Um, so that's my battle for this morning. But I have faith. I have faith that God is gonna make it better today. I don't know why, but I have faith. I have faith that whatever I'm going through, God puts me through is putting me through it for a reason. Um, Tomorrow I will make a month without a drink. So, a month of sobriety. And I know the devil is trying to attack me for that, but I'm going to remain strong because I know that greater he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world. And if my Lord conquered the world, surely I could deal with a belligerent landlord, right? That's how I have to look at things, because I know that God is putting me, I know that God sees what I'm going through, and he is not going to give me more than I can handle. So I have faith that I will be victorious in this little matter. So good morning, everyone. Hopefully you guys woke up with heat. I want you to know that God loves you, and that whatever you're going through, let me tell you something. There's somebody on the other side of the town going through something 20 times harder. So this thing right here, I'm going to count this as a small little stone that I'm about to overstep right now. And whatever you're going through, I want you to look at it like that. Like, it can't always be cloudy. The sunshine has to come out one day, right? Let's say the sunshine is coming out today. The devil's a liar. He knows that my destiny has been predestined, and he sees it fulfilling. So the old Ebony is gone, and here I stand. Here I stand, right? And there you stand too. Never let anything or any circumstance keep you down. Okay? Words for the day. Now let me get up and get ready for my day. Put my makeup on and fix this wig. I'm looking kind of scary, right? Good morning and God bless. And I pray that your day is filled with the joys of the Lord. Okay? Gotta go.